the once OJ Borge said. I guess he's still OJ Borge, but
Nah, just once, man. Just that one time.
let's get it on. Someone call OJ. He's probably on air right now. We do like a cross-promotional thing there. As we jump into Inferno with Isurus and Havan Liberty. And more importantly, Hugo. Where do we go?
Right into the pistol round, Trey. CT side start for Havan Liberty. And this is a half. They only got 2 rounds on the other day versus a Boom. So, will that be their undoing? Or are they bringing a little bit more to the plate today? Isurus are taking their sweet time in setting up, as you should on Inferno, right? Lots of options for CT aggression.
Plus, you want to show some presence on Banana right away, right? Like, you know, obviously, that's going to be a highly contested point throughout the duration of this entire map. Probably, if I had to guess, a good 70% of the utility bought on the map of Inferno is probably spent over on Banana. But then again, I made that up off the top of my head. It's sort of like 50% of all statistics.
They're either right or they're wrong, Trace.
Yes.
Oh, gamble. Gamble. Bomb is B, 3 are mid, and 4 are A for Havan. So, yeah, they're sort of in one way making the right call, but also making the wrong call as they back up and look to go back towards B. Lots of util into this A site, keeping the players here, hoping the DRG rotates out. Keiki dropping pit, he's dead. Team Flash doesn't help. Now setting up towards long. DRJ has left B, and that is open for the taking. They're going to run at him with the USP, can't hit a shot. And now these Ts control the rotation, they control the spawn, and they can cut off these CTs in transition. 2 for Noxy. Great call for Isurus. They really sold that A fake to perfection, and then killing all the rotates as well. It's down to the Banana boys.
Well, Noxy's not messing around, is he? He's in with 3. Now, that will be his journey cut short, but Johnny Boy there, soaking up some of the glory as well. Isurus, get that pistol round, and that there was a nice pistol from them, right? They throw all that utility into A. They bait not just a 4-man stack, but the full rotate. This one here, bit of a head scratcher, right? You've seen them splitting CT, and no one even checks to see if they're still holding. I'm not sure if I love that from Havan Liberty. But, you know, you're feeling the nerves. You know that that B site has fallen into enemy hands, and they're just trying to get there quickly.
And where will these weapons go for Isurus? What's they're going to, you know, what are they going to do with this? Different from getting eco. It looks like they want to show that same sort of face on Banana with these AKs. 3 to be exact. 1 UMP, 1 MAC-10.
Sees an arm, gets crouch peeked by an AK.
Love it.
Dunked on and dunked in to this B bomb site. That smoke is annoying though. Johnny Boy, does he want to go through it? There's a bit of a gap. They could line up a flash. Well, when kills get offered up, you may as well go in.
Hey, might as well. Van Liberty backing away. They're going to hold on to some armor right here. And 3 Deagles to be exact. Bomb plant will finally come in for the side of Isurus on the B site. So that'll be 2 on the board for the Sharks, but not Sharks at the same time. We definitely could have 3 on our hands, Hugo.
Early days, Trace, but hey, I'm inclined to agree.
I mean, I'm just trying to support, you know.
Yeah.
What was a prediction made by you and potentially me, depending on the outcome of this series?
Of course.
So,
flipping, flopping.
Never stopping.
Exactly. No one's stopping this bomb either. It's a save on A with 3 for Havan Liberty. And Isurus get out with 5 alive, still keeping 3 AKs of their own as well. So all is good. But will it get better? That's the question. Probably not in this round. Still another eco as Havan saved the force buy. They can't really put all too much into this one.
Yeah, it's not like they've racked up a lot of frags either.
Wow.
Oh, that was so cool.
In sync.
That's that peak that you were talking about, Hugo. And that was actually the last kill in the round. So, all things considered, it's a slow start for everyone, it seems. All right. Well, this round's lost too, so let's just go ahead and skip past this as well.
This
This
cleaning
is
house.
a done deal.
But these rounds, it's you know, somewhat reassuring to see go the way of the team with the rifles, right? We've seen so many force buys and eco wins come out on top in the last couple of days of this region. So a little break from the madness.
Yes. Breaking at the seams even. 3-0. Speaking of seams, Harry, what's really holding you together?
Skin, I guess, if you think about it. Kind of keeps everything where it's meant to be.
I suppose.
And like maybe gravity. Does that help or is that a hindrance? I don't know.
Keeping you down, that's for sure.
Yeah. Oh, Ali with the mid-aggression. Deco looking for the trade. Remix needs to be here to save his life, and he's just not, but he does at least trade it to keep that in the advantage of Isurus. There was a lot more damage done as well on the back of that mid-push, bringing Noxy down to 1 HP. Reversive is out of apartments, but one is here and keeps an eye on the pit drop. Noxy, a single point of health. And there he is dealt with. It's a very, very quick, clean round for Havan Liberty.
Convincing round even. And you said it, Hugo. You talked about, you know, it is reassuring to see that these pistols can lose. And while I somewhat agree with that, I'll say that it speaks for itself. At a wider margin here with one round for Havan Liberty. It's basically a done deal at this point.
Yeah, it's over. Pack it up, pack it in.
And let the show end.
Hey, you said it.
No, I mean, I was just rhyming with you, man. Thought we were vibe checking each other.
Well, no vibes to be checked in this round.
We have reached the vibe check 5th round. So
So
my vibes are all right. Hugo, how you feeling?
Yeah, pretty good, man.
Yeah,
3-1.
nice.
I'm
Okay, so
winning.
we're all doing good right now.
nice.
We could try doing like football style commentary, you know, like nades, down banana.
Vibes checked.
Vibes check now.
Score 3-1.
Reversive on to Remix. But nothing connecting.
And the terrorist, or should I say, the team on offense, slowly working their way up banana in due time.
Stayed at how it is, Trace.
Smoke is here. Noxy on that peak. Not gone well for him.
I just want to say, Ali, it's pretty nuts.
So much emphasis on the third or second word.
But also the comma in between.
Yep, full stops, not needed. Paragraphs.
Colons, semicolons, out the window.
Well, Smoke's in now.
English
PRG.
teachers, mad now.
And Ali.
And Alu.
Yep. Ready to go. Hidden at the fountain.
Okay, I can't take this
Ali,
anymore. Oh
only good for that double. And now DRG trying to hold the line. And hold the line he shall. Line holder, line rider. This guy's getting all the way to the finish line. As Doc is there to offer up some assistance. And a second round on the board for Havan Liberty.
And with that round, of course, we will never go back into the depths of what is splitting every other couple of words, as if we're talking over a PA.
That's Doc to checkouts. Doc to checkouts, please.
Doctor, vibe check, please. Doctor, vibe check, please.
Clean up on... Oh, that doesn't really work.
No, that does work. That sounded good.
Clean up on all three here. We got a mess in the banana. No, it doesn't really work.
Got a mess in the banana.
Yes. Put the buy back in for Isurus, though. Let's try and continue this at our regularly scheduled programming.
Why would we try when we just could?
It's a good point, Tracy. Caught me there. AK's back up B. We got mid control for Havan. 2 on the long side. And the AWP for Remix is one of them. Back to a B take. They're trying to deny mid info. Smoke on the molly, though. That's going to stall things out a little bit. Keeps 4 on that A site for Havan, but that's kind of fine for Isurus. That's exactly what they wanted. Getting stalled out by that bit of util. Still keeps Havan on A. Another B play coming through.
DRG going to drop a smoke and look over the top of it. No one's considering this. There's one, but when you stood up on top of a high object like that, spraying through smokes, you're asking for one thing, and that is to get spammed to death. And that there is exactly what happens as this B site falls into the hands of Isurus. Retake on or possibly in the cards here, depending on where you're from, as this retake looks to come through.
Smoke from the top of Banana, and Remix and company are now looking onward. Johnny, so far, so good here for Isurus. And by that, I mean they're going to lose 2 members in this retake. It's not gone well at all. Reversive really does need to turn it around. And there's the lineup. That's what he needed. Ali, though, with the spray. Now he's got to tap the bomb, try to bring Reversive through the smoke, and he's going to go for it through the smoke. Is there enough time?
There's not.
There's not. Good night, Sweet Prince.
Wow, was that a 1-on-5 for Reversive? That's out of absolutely nowhere.
The lineup in the site definitely did not help Havan Liberty there.
No, not at all. I don't even know what to make of that. What a sick clutch for Reversive. It looked done, it looked lost. Havan coming all in through ruins, and that actually gives the room for Reversive to take spawn 2 as the smoke blooms as well. Hungry for the fight with low time. And, you know, you can't even really blame Havan there for, or Isurus rather, for... No, Havan. Why'd I doubt myself? For going aggressive and trying to get that kill before the smoke bloomed, right? Time's so low. Oh dear, the AWP's out though. Remix coming back in with the mid pick. Fast up mid for Isurus. They are so broke. They may have won the round, but coming down to a 1-on-1 does not leave you with a lot of cash to be desired. W1 finding another from the pit down to the SMGs on short side and Reversive on long. Can't find a fight with that smoke down. Noxy does isolate one, and out of nowhere, the site has fallen. Isurus with a triple opener. Blink and you miss it. Retake is on. Ooh.
Oh, that could be Night Noxy, but they missed the nade. Oh, no. That could have been it. That could have been the 2-on-2 that they needed, but now a man down in the retake, and you hate to see it. Noxy in with 1. 3 in the round. DRG left in the clutch. 3 letters in his name. Are these things connected? No.
Not even close. In fact, you couldn't even make a storyline in which they are, unless it looked something like algebra. And Isurus, they're going up to 5. Havan Liberty, though. Surely they'll find a groove here any minute, Harry. Why do you got to make me laugh, man? I don't understand.
I didn't do anything, Chase.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude, I'm just clowning around. And so a Havan Liberty there, right? They had everything going their way. It was looking good. It looked like that couldn't fall apart. And then lo and behold, it all falls apart.
It doesn't look like they're going to clown a round. Tactical timeout. We'll go down to the sidelines, to the field. Maybe check in with Mr. Byron. Mr. Byron, are you with us over there?
Yes, indeed, Trace. Right now, prediction game looking pretty damn good, if you ask me. 5-2 up for Isurus. Strong T-side start. Havan again struggling on the CT side of Inferno. We've seen it before. Will we see it again? Back to you in the studio.
Yeah, well, before we let you go, we just want to kind of discuss a few things here with you. Maybe if you could break down, you know, some of the things that are going on and really kind of tackle this whole time zone dilemma that we've had over the past 100+ years.
What about the time zone?
The old time zone dilemma.
Yeah,
Why is the time different in some places to others?
Well, it's got to do with the sun. Now, firstly, we should start on the sun. It's flat. We all know it.
The sun is
flat sun. Let's not pretend that it's anything other than a flat
If you've ever
plane.
seen,
massive LED screen in the wall.
if you've ever seen the sun in CSGO, it does support that theory, actually. The Valve devs also believers in flat sun theorem.
Yeah, man.
Well, theory, it's a fact.
Well, when you give me a picture of that flat sun, or just a picture of the sun, I think that'd be kind of cool.
Wow. I'll work on it, man, but I haven't been outside in quite a while through fear of my skin burning off. And here is Johnny Boy, burning his way into the B site.
Ah, yes.
Johnny Boy, Johnny Burner, as he's in with a bit more. Deco there to put it all into place for Isurus, as this 6th round is a lock-in, as they say. Who are they? I don't know.
What are they saying?
To quote Sophie Tucker, I don't give a flip about they. No, that's not the word that they used.
Who's they again? Sophie.
So what are you guys talking about? Sophie Turner?
Who?
I don't even know. Some misquotes going on here. And some mischief down the bottom of B.
Sophie Tucker does have a song called Brazilian Soul, which, you know, applicable to this.
Is it now? Can you maybe transcribe some of the lyrics for us live on air?
Well, no, because a lot of it's like the beginning bit is in Portuguese, and then the English bit is just like the words Brazilian Soul.
So just keep saying that a few times around, and we'll kind of have the gist.
But it's a good song. There we go. Let's get ready.
Ooh.
As that eco round draws to a close. No one likes eco rounds, not the team playing them, maybe the team against them, but even then they're scary rounds. You know, like Chad was talking about it earlier, saying up against the pistols are like some of the toughest rounds in CS because it's so unpredictable as to what exactly is going to happen. You know, it's not like the normal ebbs and flows of a round.
Yeah, and it's like the raw confidence of being, you know, in a round where you don't have anything to lose. If you do lose, like that's the expected result. And so, you know, especially on the City side, players are going to play more aggressively. They're going to play, oh dear. Through, oh my, everyone's blind, both sides. No one's free, but Noxy getting the opener alongside Deco. Fast entries up that B bomb site for Isurus.
And also when you're on those pistols.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Also, when you're on those pistols,
Yeah.
you know, you're often without utility. You know, you're not having really anything to lean on to sort of get yourself out of tight choke points and really tight skirmishes. So, yeah, of course, you're going to take the close fights anyway because you have pistols. And so far, it's gone the opposite of Overpass as the bomb has been planted.
So when are we getting bomb skins? Or Zeus skins?
Yeah, I think that's...
It's like that whole Twitter account dedicated to Zeus skins. I'm a big fan. Why don't we have them?
Maybe it's because there's like a global situation going on.
Yes. Man, this is a good, this is a very good save. This was a, what, 2-on-4 as they were trying to get, 2-on-5 as they were trying to get away. And they take down everyone.
Look at that.
That's cool as well.
It's Eric.
Santa Claus here ready to come down that chimney at a moment's notice. But it's not Christmas time yet.
No, sir.
You got Halloween first.
Halloween is the best holiday as well. Like, anyone who thinks otherwise. I don't know, it's just cool. I like it. I like the whole,
What about the suppression of other people's feelings?
What?
About it.
I mean, if you feel otherwise, okay.
I mean, that's quite the, you know, I'm saying that I like Halloween, and you're like, well, you're suppressing other people's feelings.
I can't believe that you suppress their feelings.
You should go as a big straw man for Halloween, man. That would be a sick costume there, dude.
Yeah, the big inflatable straw man, of course.
Wacky waving, flailing.
Arm flailing. No, but I agree because my birthday's right around Halloween, so what's not to love? Yeah, I'll be 22 this year.
Oh, nice, dude. How many years in a row is that? I'm just not even counting like this last year as an age up, man. Like I haven't aged at all. I've just been inside, like rotting. If anything, I've devolved. I've like moved in the other direction.
If that's the case, I'm still 14.
Yeah. I haven't gotten a year older or wiser. I'm like a year more outside deprived and dumber than I've ever been. And it feels great, honestly. It really does. Remix over here. Let's see what he can bring to the table.
Swiftly on.
Moving.
Okay, back to Banana aggro, though. They're going to do it, and they're going to do it well. One with one, only one, and Doc does trade back in another. 2 AKs at B, both of them finding success. The danger of making a play like that is now one of the 2 rifles Havan had in this round has been lost down bottom B. And so Isurus are going to lob it out. It will have nothing to do with it. Now they can set up for a B play. Okay, well, they're not going to throw the guns away. Now, this might not matter at all in the slightest, but if Havan flank mid and come down bottom B in the late round, they might grab these guns for the retake. We'll see if it gets to that point. Doc wants to make it a quick affair with 2. Keiki at the entry, and he's so low. Doc's going to clean it up on his own as he shut down the last map. He starts this one off with a bang.
And he had to do it there on Banana, right? Right place, right time at the beginning of the round. He gets the first couple of frags. He does keep the chances of Van Liberty in the round alive, and he does it all in the back of hanging out in the B site.
And that's the value of those 2 safe guns, right? Like they get some nice exits as well. They burn down some money. But most importantly, the 2 AKs that were held on to get all 5 kills in the round. And Isurus, yeah, they're going to be kicking themselves after that one. How do we lose to pistols? Well, it happens to the best of us.
Well, nuts and bolts.
That's what we need, man. We need Boom to pick up a 6th man whose alias is Nuts, and then you'd have Nuts and Bolts in the same team.
Yeah, and then when they lose, you can be like, wow, they got screwed.
That's a good one as well, man. There's so much potential there.
Thanks for the tee up. I appreciate that.
I got you, man. Well, it's a force fight for Isurus. We know they love him. Johnny Boy ain't loving this round. He's already been removed from it. Flash to try and get the rest of Isurus into the top of mid. And they do go through it. The rotations are already arriving for Havan Liberty. 2 of them, in fact. Now, last time we saw something like this, these players at Arch got absolutely annihilated. This time, smoke goes down over towards Long. They hear the footsteps coming, and Isurus, they go running by. They set this up like they were going for a B split, so these players at Arch don't fight this angle, and now they run on by, but they actually go back and take the fights anyway. So all that ground they work to gain doesn't actually play into the round, and we're left in a 2-on-5 for Keiki and Deco, and they just get pounded down. Keiki from the pit, not able to put up much of a fight there with so many crosshairs trained on him. And Havan Liberty, they're up to 4 with a broken economy on the Isurus side.
And it's such a strange sort of turn of events right there, right? We see how heavy they're playing the A site. And then, of course, by the time that Isurus have committed to the A site, I mean, you're looking at 3-4 defenders right there, not to mention the battle that you just lost over at Arch.
Yeah, and so many rounds Havan have been playing, like 4 towards A, and in those stacks, and Isurus have gone B and won the round off the back of it. So after getting scarred a bit by losing to an eco on the B bomb site, Isurus go back into A, into the stack that's been waiting all half long. Half is recoverable for Havan. Maybe even winnable if they're lucky, if they don't lose a round. Nade and mid coming in too late, but the spray is there. There's so many players, but all you need is 1, and he's going to find 3. Remix pushing in, really trying to send the message home. And Havan, they're going to get it done flawlessly. Glocks removed. And up to 5 here on the CT side. Building and building. Another buy round for Isurus.
Look at this guy go. 16-6. They're losing 7-5.
Not for long, though, if he keeps that up, right? Those are good numbers. They're big numbers, and they're the kind of numbers I understand.
Yes. The smaller the number, the harder it is to break down.
Exactly.
Be a division.
What's division? That's like the opposite of... Hang on.
There you go. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, they say divide and conquer. So the opposite of that is what? Like multiply and lose?
I don't know if it has like the same sort of ring to it, honestly.
No.
I mean, we could try. We're going to try to divide and lose them down. Oh, no. Multiply and lose them here on Banana. Let's take a look.
Oh, okay.
Ali playing really close. That catches up with him. There's already 2 players out of the round for Isurus. Created a deficit that is potentially advantageous for Havan Liberty. Go back into a more passive setup here on Arch. It's going to be Doc. It's almost like he was surprised to see someone walk in front of his crosshair there. Don't worry. We were surprised too. Maybe he's looking at his radar. Out in the open.
Oh, that's a good call for Isurus, though, going back towards mid. They lose their long player, and Doc has gone further into spawn. So while there is a player jiggling that leaves short as a very good option with only 1 man here, but that man has the AWP. 1 flashbang, that's all they've got. It lands perfectly, and they get the info as well. Bomb going long, looking to catch a kill, but if he loses this fight, Johnny Boy could lose the round off of just dying here. The bomb will be dropped, and he gets double peak Doc with 1, and he will get closed. Havan finding 6, building. I like the idea there. I would have liked to see them with the flash, push short, take control of the site. But splitting up, neither of them getting kills, and that's how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, you're basically splitting crosshairs at that point. Check it out. Some lovely folks on our fan cams. We'd like to invite you to join us as well. ESL.gg/fancam. And that is how you end up on the big screen.
Ooh, oh, that was quick.
Yeah, Johnny Boy gets his table turned on that one.
Yeah, that's just Remix doing what he does best. Also, they try and flash this top banana peak, but both the flashes miss. Doesn't matter. Top B is given over, and Havan Liberty, they've rotated everyone over towards A. This is... it looked like it was about to get dangerous, but now Isurus actually decide to commit into this A site. And so that danger's been averted. Ali is given time to rotate over towards B. Doc's holding aggressively over here in middle while the rest of the gang are trying to work the apartments. Wow. That's a good dink for Noxy to find, and they try and rush him down, but one is on a tear right now, down in the pit, putting up numbers, delivering everything that Havan Liberty needed to keep this all good. And that leaves it on Reversive. 1v4. He could split into B through CT, and he would have a free site. But he doesn't know that. And as he tries to cross back over in middle, he opens himself up to Ali. Now, in these last few rounds, there's been a lot of aggressive purchasing from Isurus, something that we saw cause them some problems back on Overpass. They finally have like a bit of money to get a buy together here. But your choice is, do you want firepower and no utility, or utility but lacking the firepower? And they've edged in favor of firepower with two players donning mostly the utility here and Reversive and Noxy. But it's not a lot. Like that missed smoke goes in. And they do go running through it. But Johnny Boy does not live to tell the tale. The flash. Ali's going to respond despite being fully blinded by it. And for Isurus, last-ditch attempt to try and hit this A site. Only two players here, though, so temporarily they've got a 3-on-2 open to them.
Yeah, but this guy has been carrying through every single pit play needed in this half, dropping the smoke. There's no Molotov available. Anyway, he gets spammed through it. Doc does have the trade, doubles down as well as they line up. He can't find the third, and that gives Reversive a chance here in the plant. He's going to fake it out, look for a push through the smoke. Second time around, they will go, and they will start to rush at him. Reversive realizing, but they're already so close to his right. He's got two fights to find, and Ali will not give him the satisfaction. Havan Liberty, what a comeback. That was a dominant half for Isurus. And Havan Liberty find 5 in a row to get back in the lead. Can they keep it there? Can they 2-0? And can they survive the storm? We'll have to wait and see. Join us in just a moment.
Feelings don't die around this neighborhood. We used to sell a double pills, young and misunderstood. My homie, tell me what is changing from your point of view. A smaller circle, but the range is still some deja vu. I recognize my future, and there is nothing with you. Unless you turn your boat around, success might come recruit you. But unless you analyze in depth that we're steps away from death, 1,000 possibilities, act on it, Johnny Depp. For real, cause we're lonesome childs, trying to know what father brought us down to here. I don't wanna be stuck in countless doubts. I just wanna smile and run away from here. I swear to God, man, I just wanna be a model for my brother. Hey, I just gotta work until I'm on the covers. Hey, I just gotta work until my songs are covered. Hey, I just wanna make it proud to be my mother. Wish we could learn how to love our mistakes. Straight from the jump and not wait for an answer. Wish we could smile when shit's rough nowadays. Change your reactions. You just gotta love yourself. 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 Hope you learned your lesson, girl. I cannot teach anymore. Hope you show some faith in men. I am not like anyone. 'Cause I am over being sober with myself and I'm with you. I am over being something I am not. I'ma turn it to the man now. Hey, finna get my money, ain't no handout. Hey, finna be a legend like I'm playing down. Hey, I ain't gotta focus on my friends now. Huh? I'ma turn it to the man now. Hey, finna get my money, ain't no handout. Hey, finna be a legend like I'm playing down. Hey, I ain't gotta focus on my friends now. You just gotta love yourself. Yeah. You just gotta love yourself. Yeah. You just gotta.
Hey everybody, good evening. Welcome back to the ESL Pro League. We're so grateful to have you, so thankful to have you, and moreover, I'm thankful to have my co-host here, my friends even. I might want to even go a little bit further and say some of the most talented young men that I've ever worked alongside of. And I don't work alongside a lot of young men, or any men for that matter. But the truth is that Harry and Hugo are here with me to bring you all of the action. Now, Harry and Hugo, you look splendid today. You've dressed really well. Harry, I don't know why your shirt doesn't have buttons, but that's fine. But talk to me a little about how you're feeling, man. You know, what's going on in your head?
I'm just loving what we're seeing right now out of these two teams, and we don't have to wait long to see a bit more brilliance already. Havan, Liberty, they've patented this wait at T-ramp strat. They really have. They love to throw this one in there. We saw them do it versus Boom, and it netted them a very, very strong T side, if we remember, that then promptly fell silent in that CT half. Well, right now, they're into this 3-on-3. They've got the spike. They're bringing it up through alt mid.
Wrong game.
They're looking to move in towards this A-bomb site.
The spike. Be careful, Harry. You end up casting Valorant.
Well, yeah, man, you never know.
I mean, if you want to go.
I don't think it's like, you know, leave and never come back
What it smells like. Keiki wants to leave the halls, and then he wants to try to take it back. This USP up close is going to net him two pretty sweet kills. Havan Liberty not getting the pistol round that they wanted. And Keiki with the last one from the pit, and that's all she wrote. 8-8, so don't be late, mate.
Right.
Hugo, you've taken the bait. How are you doing today, man?
I'm pretty good, Trace. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Times are good.
What time did you wake up today?
Pretty early.
Yeah, what time was that?
Can't remember. Ages ago, mate.
Like 5 p.m., 4 p.m.
Like 3.
Huh. Yeah.
I somehow did the coveted sleep from 2 a.m. to 2 p.m. and then sleep again at 5 p.m. to
you guys,
6 p.m.
The workload and the agenda that you have, it must be just through the enormously through the roof.
Oh,
No, it depends. Does this game have legs on it? Do we have a 3-mapper
Hang on a
hand?
moment.
Havan don't want that to be the case. They've killed their teammates, and now just them to fall.
Full commit. Well.
Oh.
That feels pretty bad, man. I'm not going to lie.
Mid-air.
Not a whole lot you can do with that. 9-8, Isurus, the genome of Shark, as we covered yesterday, with plenty of Shark sort of memes and factoids and anything else you could think of.
Uncomfortable stories.
If you wanted to bring that one back up, all you had to do was ask.
Move past it.
Hey, Harry,
This
what
is
do
a
you think about this round in particular?
I would describe Havan Liberty's T side like a jellyfish, you know, like just really flowing through the waters, but then at the same time, like if you trifle with them, they will sting you back, you know? And, you know, I don't know what the remedy is to something like that for Isurus. Hugo, do you have any insight there?
Any ideas as to like how you could possibly
I don't know what
Fix
works.
that.
No, I don't have any suggestions on things that are actually.
Have you ever had any
You go, man.
suggestions given
Don't
to you?
worry. You're in. As in, it's your turn, but also you're in. Like there was a thing. There,
I saw it. It was
Remix.
low-hanging fruit, of course.
Yeah, well, the lower it hangs, the riper it is. And here we go. The banana play gets dismembered right away, like a scene from Dead Space. You take the limbs off, and it's all good.
That's what they say.
It's the age-old saying, right?
Yeah, man. Old
Remove the
style.
limbs, no problem.
Yeah, cut a snake off at the tail is what they say.
The less
Exactly,
limbs, the more
man.
wins. And Havan, they're armless right now. Using their feet to buy back in.
Nice. Wow.
Wow.
Here we go, man. We got the AWP in the hands of Remix. Want to see something big from him here. Often is someone who can find these opening doors to set Havan Liberty up, but he's having a bit of a quiet game. So I need you all to give Remix your love and support to see him through this one as he gets ready to try and embark upon this T side now for Havan Liberty.
You gotta say it out loud, and then you've got to type it in the chat, and then you've got to use the hashtag ESL Pro League, and then your voice has to crack just ever so much that it splits the sound barrier that needs to be split so that everyone can hear what it is that you've conveyed.
Ah, yes, I remember that Michael Jackson quote.
Okay.
Sorry.
We're not talking about remedies for your jellyfish thing anymore.
He Nox will get dealt death at this doorway. Johnny Boy falling off along. The smoke comes down, and he's going to reposition in the site. Havan going for a big ol' A take. Unless they held S and went right back down middle. It's the old switcheroo. It's Inferno 101. Just when you think you know where it's going, ha! No, you don't. Now it's B. 30 seconds on the clock. Rotate back for Reversive. He's walking, though, as to not give away this info, but it might leave Noxy alone in the site at the wrong time. Okay, Reversive is here, sort of. Also not really. Smoke Doc. Noxy through the smoke gets one. Bomb drop. Reversive falls off as well, and Doc does get control as Noxy falls back to a passive position. Time is ticking, and they need the plant. They need the kill first. Remix does get it, but even if he goes for the tap, Reversive through the smoke, and there's no time. Remix gets the kill, but then jumps on the coffin with the bomb out. He could have planted.
I don't think he could have.
No?
No, he went to.
think he had time.
He went to plant the bomb. Reversive rushed the smoke, getting him off the bomb. He gets the kill, but at that point, there's 3 seconds left. Look, we'll get the replay here. Goes to plant,
Yeah.
gets pushed, gets it. No time.
Yeah, maybe. It's pretty close. He did run the wrong way. And he
Yeah,
had
but you know,
cover.
there's a lot going on. You're worried about getting peaked. Also, sad to say, Ali just kind of left him. Was like, yeah, you got it, mate. And then was like, well, actually doesn't have it, does he? Could have done with an extra man there to help him.
Well, this is Isurus back in control of this map right now. Johnny Boy even finding opening kills down mid. He's been a bit quiet. Coming alive again. W1 gone. 2 kills down for Havan. Still looking at middle, tucked. Oh, what a flick. Doc does get it done, and that's a gun picked up as well, so he can set up towards a B split as Havan go towards the banana. That flash is going to give things away. Noxy might reconsider his rotation, but he's still hanging around looking at spawn. Havan don't know it. Why would they? But they could just walk into B freely right now. Doc isn't coming in on a long lurk. He's just posting up and waiting for a kill. He might get one. Split from both sides, he goes out and gets shot in the back. This is just a weird round. Havan are setting up, taking their time, setting up coffin nades, and they could have taken B, but they were trying to get rid of Noxy, who's been a real nuisance on that position. This time he's getting flashed through the smoke. Reversive throwing it high. Noxy, great timing, and it's beautiful stuff. Isurus with another one, 12-8. These CT side rounds are just flying high.
Well, Valve game has just received a huge update. A classic Valve game, in fact.
Counter-Strike?
Left 4 Dead 2.
Oh my God, come on, man.
Received a huge content drop. And it's also free to play this weekend.
Should probably go ahead and just switch on over to that. Left 4 Dead 2?
I swear it used to have a scene, like in the versus mode. Maybe I'm wrong. But I swear it did. And also, like, you know, people used to speed run it and stuff like that. I was a big Left 4 Dead fan.
Never played.
Really?
But I have watched. It does look fun.
It's really good, man. It's really good. We'll download it after this.
No,
We'll get
probably
on.
not.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. All right.
Valorant, though.
Now that takes me back. And right now, taken aback as well is Havan Liberty. They were hoping to recover on this T side, and instead, they yet to field a round after narrowly winning out that half. They're back onto one of these partial buys. They've got pistols, they've got a MAC-10, and that's the extent of it.
And we're kind of seeing what you're talking about, Harry, in the sense that like Isurus aren't playing aggressive like Boom did. So Havan's patient, passive, early T-sides are netting them nothing. Nice nades. Isurus throwing that 70% of their util down banana. Doing good damage with it. Havan setting up for a B play. Deco looking to be on a pre-rotate. Right place, right time. Can even flash them through the smoke as well. It's netted Isurus kills in the past, and it might have to do again as Havan go fast.
Oh, it's a little bit ugly, but the B site, well, actually not going to belong to Havan Liberty, as Deco just spams the smoke and Remix is like, yeah, I can't bear this anymore, and just walks into the bullets. We've all been there. Isurus up to 13. Havan Liberty coming in with an investment, but it could be their final investment, or at least final proper investment in this game if they don't turn it around soon.
This is really it. This is the do or die round, and it's at least worked out to start. Johnny Boy getting picked on a mid peak by the AWP of Remix. Where do Havan go with that? Ready, rotate back towards A. Reversive on the solo B with his AWP, and I like that call. Noxie in the mid smoke, waiting on the fade. Big risk. And he's got a teammate there as well. They're going to try and push into the jaws, into the claws of Havan, who find every single kill at the cost of one. The A site done, and Isurus, ooh, wasn't ready for that Molotov. They're relying on Reversive to get away with his AWP, or at least take down players with him. The money is good for Isurus, but that's no reason to throw away your gun. Unfortunately, Remix won't give you much option, and he kills both AWPers in that round for Havan Liberty. First found on this T side, breaking the mold, but is it too late?
That was one of the first rounds where we saw Havan Liberty do something a little bit more speedy. And it gave them great results, right? And here's the thing, right? The danger of always playing this passive ramp and mid setup is that you don't uncover the tendencies that Isurus are leaning towards in like the beginning of these rounds. Like, Havan Liberty have no idea really that they've been playing 3 over towards this B site. However, this time they do get rewarded for this patience, and they actually deal with Johnny Boy early on. Now, Keiki, master of Earth, Wind, and Fire, and right now...
Do you remember?
Do you remember? Because he has just lit them up over here in mid, my word. And it is actually September right now as well. There's a lot of linking in here. Remix dropped, and the whole round swept under the rug. Isurus onto 14, looking to take us to trade. But there is still money for Havan Liberty to make this one a little bit closer yet.
And that's why it's crucial to know your grenades. Just one little sliver of hope. That was all it was held on to there at the porch.
Yeah, it costs them everything. Like, you know, sometimes you see a player not get mollied out but still get checked, and it's not a worry. But now he finds a couple of kills, he mows them down. And, you know, for Havan Liberty, they get a taste of success, but just a smidge as their first rifle round one immediately thrown back in their face. 14-9. The money's been great all half long. They've been double AWPing. And Isurus, they got another one here, and now back on Johnny. execute. Smoke's going out, but is it a commitment or do they go back to the late B while Remix holds through the molly for DRG? He is very aggressive indeed. Havan do have that mid control, but a boost up. Try and fight back. They don't see anything. They hear the footsteps, but maybe from that trajectory, they can work out that there's 2 on long because that orb shot did come from above.
2 and 2 make 4, which is exactly what we've got over here at the A site. But for Havan Liberty, maybe they've wisened up to the idea that perhaps, you know what, we're going to dump this grenade and maybe change the course of the round a little bit. 14-9, pretty pivotal position to be in. They can secure this one. Perhaps they can string together a couple more. There'll still be guns in the hands of Isurus. Doesn't get any easier, but that's life. And here we go on the B bomb site.
Oh, Noxy, though, swinging a little too wide, has carved a path into this B site as it's given over that kill. Havan Liberty, they get the bomb down in a 5-on-4, and they've even got one ready to come in on this big old flank in from behind. Isurus, they are waiting for it, or are they saving? It could be either or at this point. They've diverted 2 to go and hunt down this lurking player, and he actually deals with Keiki. And so suddenly, yeah, the save's kind of locked in at this point, right? Even though you know it's a 3-on-4 inside a B, that's not a very winnable fight. Also, your money's in a bit of a weird situation right now, and they're not even able to get away with all these guns. That would have made all the difference, because these rebuys now are getting more and more expensive with every kill that comes in. You don't want to lose another, because if you lose one more, suddenly the idea of buying becomes pretty tenuous at best. And so luckily enough, they do get away with these 2 players still standing. They can cobble a buy together. Cobble, man, there's the map I miss.
Yeah, we're talking about maps. Yeah, boy. Not the new one. Not a fan.
No, new cobble, awful. Like, actually terrible. In fact, that
you know what it felt like? You know what it felt like? It felt like how Valve sometimes fix problems in the game. Like something that's not like the Revolver or the Krieg. They just nerf it into oblivion. They just delete it. That's what they did with Cobble. It was a map with problems, sure. And then Valve were like, I know how we can get people to stop hating on Cobble. We can just make it awful.
Yeah, we can keep Mirage in the map pool. That's how we'll teach them.
That's how we'll keep them happy. And boy, do they know their community well, right?
Well, let's also be realistic. I have played a couple 10-mans on North American servers from Europe in Cobble over the past week or so.
New Cobble? Oh,
New Cobble.
Oof.
Not going to say it's an enjoyable experience, but I do miss the sort of lore. And it's kind of like you don't want to see Cobble fade into obscurity or fade away, sort of like we've had to deal with Tuscan, for example.
Look, Trace, we all know your ulterior motive, okay? We all know you have 12 PCs back at home farming the Cobble drops when it gets played in major playoffs.
No, those are just making
selling
big
the
coins.
Dragon Laws. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, no Dragon Laws in this one, sadly. Bit of a rare commodity nowadays. Finite supply. Ali trying to dish death out at the top of B. Does go through the smoke, but only for a second. Bomb leaving A as well. Isurus pushed back into, once again, passive setups with that long smoke. Out of bullets to spam. And so Havan will set up for the B play. Boost for Isurus as well. Oh, W1, he's got a lot of control. And he's like, guys, A's clear. Oh, no, it's not. They're there. On the pillar, he gets one dropping off. That might even force another rotation, which could be a big problem. But no, they think it's clear. They think it's more open than it is. Still Deco tucked in the site. And with that pick, they run into A.
Ooh, Deco, MP9 time, only good for 1. It's a 3-on-3, and a nade here or a Molotov from Remix could delete Johnny Boy. Oh, it might happen. Remix lining up a smoke instead, so just smokes off the problem. Now that molly goes in, just a tiny bit too late to have dealt that killing blow. Reversive here at short. Needs to offer something up if they do want to attempt this. Jumps across, lives to tell the tale, but Johnny Boy ain't so lucky. Reversive, flashed off the angle. There's the peak, and DRG's going to deal with him. Noxy left in the clutch, is in with 1, but still 2 to find. They both peek him. They don't give over those fights, and there's the killing blow from DRG. They jiggle out for a second. They show that they've got that post plant locked in, and they lock in an 11th round. Now, here's the thought as well. Surely it's in Valve's best interest for there to be more Dragon Laws, because they get a percentage cut of everything that's sold on the marketplace. And right now, because Dragon Laws are so expensive, no one's selling them on the Steam marketplace, right?
How much are they? So
like loads. I don't know, like we're talking thousands, you know? And if there were more, there'd be more supply, so the price would come down a bit. They might start getting listed on the market.
And Valve should
make it, yeah, dude. Well, what can I say? And you,
hold on.
and you bring bring back a classic map.
Well, the penny's dropped, and the cutlery might fall with it. As will this round. The USPs make quick work of in mid and banana. A bit of an aggressive one for Isurus.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe, you know, we don't have to like go lower in the price of Dragon Lores, but maybe everybody gets a free Dragon Lore, and that's how we solve the problem.
I don't know.
Every account older than, you know, 3 days gets a free Dragon Lore skin. Man, if you had a Dragon Lore, can you imagine how mad you'd be? I'd be a little upset. But
I mean, you know, you've only spent like 10 grand on it, you know, like, and now it's worthless. So yeah. I don't get it. Why don't we just give everyone 20 grand and then everyone's really like feeling all right?
Yeah,
so then they can.
How economy works, sadly. You heard of inflation.
Yeah, dude, that's how you get like balloons to pop up.
You get balloons in outer space that way. Hot air balloons, even.
Yeah.
Come on,
Loads of hot air balloons in space.
I want to ask questions you don't know the answers to.
One of them. Oh, the trade. Oh, it's almost there. The wallbang is good. Dog tries his hand, but instead it's a re-aggression for Keiki that might be the punishment. What a spray. The pre-fire on the corner. DRG needs this kill. He needs something for his team. Then Molly pushing him back, but he does get away with one. And now 4 on 3. Now forced into B. Are Havan Liberty. Isurus with 2 here. Not with any util to stop this push. Couple of flashbangs is all they can muster. Molly on the coffin and smoke to follow. I like that combo. Making it bloom quickly and flashing them in. Reversive and Noxy have to hold the fort.
Yeah, this is it, right? This decides a hell of a lot, and the spray for Noxy is good through this smoke. Havan Liberty, they're not even clearing the site. They're getting the bomb down, and oh, well, that's it. It's done, isn't it? 15 on the board for Isurus. Unless Ali can 1v4, and he can't.
Yeah, great play for Reversive, but Havan just not expecting another player in the site there. They get so drawn in by the CT spam. They think they faked them on A, but that is not what has happened.
Hugo, you know what time it is?
You tell me.
Harry, it's time for a vibe check.
Yeah, man. Well, you know, yeah, it's not. I'm not sitting here like this is great.
It's good music for it.
What I will say is Havan Liberty. They've showed a lot of promise. Like they've made this game far closer than any other team have that have faced Isurus on this map yet. Not to mention they did better than Isurus did on Overpass. You know, this is still a very good-looking scoreline to have. And realistically, you could even get this to overtime. Like I don't think this game's all said and done just yet. 3 rounds, that's all it's going to take. And the money isn't really established yet for Isurus. So if you win 1, you wreck the money of your opponents. And Isurus, then they're either force buying to try and deny that OT, or they're waiting till 14-15 to have a buy in the cards.
And you know, Hugo, I look at you and is it ever possible to double down on a vibe check and be like, nah?
Well, you know, Harry, he argued his piece and he gave all he could give, but reality, Trace,
not that big of a piece. Yeah.
It strikes back, and in brutal ways. Isurus in control, like you and I both predicted coming into this series. I mean, there was never any doubt about it.
Not even once.
Check the VOD, kind of knew what was going to happen. And right now, it's happening. Running through smokes. DRG trying to trade, trying to keep this map alive. There's feet to be found, and W1 will, as he shoots through the bottom of the smoke. 4 on 3. Havan do have A. Only Johnny Boy here to stop it. Oh, the wallbang shot. Lovely stuff. Can Johnny follow up? Because they're pushing him on the short side too. Missed shot. Johnny backing up into the bullets. And now Havan have A. They have a chance. 1 out of 3 rounds into OT. Is it going to be that easy?
And then this is where you really got to look at Havan Liberty and say that, you know, anything is possible in this moment. And these are those ones that obviously, if you're not looking close enough, you might forget. But, I mean, I'm looking at Harry and I don't know. He's got a pretty compelling case. I wouldn't say convincing, but it's compelling at least. Vibes in this.
What vibe check all of you watching at home as well? Like, what are your vibes like? Use the hashtag ESL Pro League to let us know.
Exactly.
Is now the time to invest in vibe stocks? Or are they on the decline?
That's Vibe stocks, not Viber stocks. Two things. Tremendous. And for Joni, I mean, he gets the shot off on the guy in apartments and it lands on him through the wall. And then there's this whole like awkward ordeal where that player's got a flashbang out. And by the time all that's happened, it's Havan Liberty that have stormed the site. And 15-13, we're either on the cusp of, you know, greatness or overtime or both.
Those are some good options, Trace.
Right up there with my top 3 choices.
My compliments to the chef.
Yep. You can write to him if you want. That's at BoyRD over there on Twitter. It's going to be the chef. We're certainly running out of timeouts over here for either side. If you think about it, we've gotten down to the wire, the nitty gritty, the sandbox.
And this is not a buy for Isurus, right? They're waiting for that final round, that number 30, to give it a go. But honestly, throwing everything out the window in this one, this is a good call. Pushing the 2 guns down alt mid on a big B flank. As long as Isurus can try and stall for even a few seconds here, these rifles in Banana could try and retake.
Now look at this. This is not going to end well. I think the information's there now. Remix taking some shots down Banana, so that has sort of been given away as well. And just Joni. For Johnny.
Jonesy now.
Jonesy, of course. But there's no slow dancing in the dark for him in that round there. As he just wants to run. Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
14-15, this is what we've all been waiting for. Right now, Havan are trying to 2-0 this series, trying to knock Isurus out of the competition, but Isurus have been fighting tooth and nail. They hold map point on their pick, but it could all be stolen from underneath them. Havan, 1 round from OT. This is what Isurus have been waiting for. AWP is out, and everything around it.
And so was this all for nothing, or are we running it back in overtime? That is the decision we are faced with now. Havan Liberty already a map up in this series, looking to take us to OT on the map pick of Isurus. But Johnny Boy opening up, Ali in with the equalizer to put us back into a 4-on-4, and what looks like a fast B play, reversive. Can he hold the line? The smoked off right now, spamming through, but the spam is returned, and that gets him out of the hot seat now, having a reposition and set up for this retake. 3 players moving in from CT. Keiki still not even left at a bomb site yet, so he's going to arrive very, very late into this retake.
Guys, there's no kit. It's round 30. There's no kit, and they were playing retake on B. They had players in CT, and 2 spamming through the smoke gave away the fact that the site was clear for Havan. So now, time is their biggest enemy. Oh yeah, and there's loads of enemies as well. Ali spamming back through the smoke, and he hides on the pillar as well. Orb coming in from the spawn, Deco trying to get a kill, but no one's giving him an inch. No one's giving him an inch. Finally, some skin shown, and DRG at the back of the site with the AWP on Remix. It fires off, and a trade comes through. That's it. It's into OT. Havan Liberty get us the distance, and we're going to be playing out the bonus rounds. You got to stick around. You got to see where this one's going. Join us after the break.
You've been distracted, your best, my average, there's a reason for that's a fact. So they snapping back, mad at the fact that I don't have a backup plan, I ain't need that. Outworking everybody when I relax, so I ain't tripping about none of y'all feedback. Every day I wonder when I'm gonna peak at, and that's why you can't invest in while I can.
Talk to me, I just want a little bit of company. You acting like you really wanna fall for me, but baby, can you tell me who you wanna be? Yeah. Talk to me, I just want a little bit of company. You acting like you really wanna fall for me, but baby, can you tell me who you wanna best. I still want something that can last. You make me feel like I'm okay. We both know that you feel the same. Ooh, baby, I got nothing else to prove. You're talking about your best out of mood. Remember that you always get to choose. Talk to me, I just want a little bit of company. You're acting like you really wanna fall for me. But baby, can you tell me who you wanna be? Talk to me, I just want a little bit of company. You're acting like you really wanna fall for me. But baby, can you tell me who you wanna be? Yeah. I don't understand. I don't wanna be friends, yeah, I guess you got my intention. Got no place I'd rather be, feel like another dimension. I don't wanna talk, baby, you should let it go. I don't wanna go, let me stay a little more. Talk to me, I just want a little bit of company. You're acting like you really wanna fall for me. But baby, can you tell me who you wanna be? Yeah. Talk to me, I just want a little bit of company. You're acting like you really wanna fall for me. But baby, can you tell me who you wanna be? Yeah.
Oh, and they said it couldn't be done, but here we are right now. This is split right down the middle at 15-15, and we're going to overtime. It's Havan Liberty taking on Isurus.
In a real
More.
visceral affair.
Yeah, it is.
Speaking to the news now, of course. I am Harry Myron Russell. A little bit of a tidbit here. We go into OT. Don't know who that was that just got the microphone, but thanks for giving it back to us, guy. Jesus. Anyway.
Yeah, man. Ever since we all swapped over to handhelds, it's like way easier to have that happen. Johnny boy, he's not hand-holding in this one. He's absolutely annihilated the first man. It's Doc.
Absolutely, indeed.
Absolutely. Noxy now with DAWP in with another.
Double AWP is paying off right now for Isurus, right? Money was the problem near the end of regulation, but right now with 16k MR3, if they win this first round, they are going to be rich for the rest of time.
We need a big play. That's what we need, Hugo. Oh. Oh, Hugo. All right, dude, I get it.
It happens.
I
For a
only
living,
look,
you're going to have some slip-ups, Harry.
exactly.
he's not.
Okay. Well,
Are you stuck that way?
we got a man, Liberty. No, I'm not.
Yeah, we need a big play, and it has to come through on B. Reversive is already falling a little bit back, but he's not going to leave the
Look at this
site.
over-the-shoulder shot, man. Any media students out there? You guys know the importance of an over-the-shoulder once in a while. Speaking of over-the-shoulder, Havan Liberty are going to be running in hand over fist to try and scurry into this B site. Reversive with the spray. Doesn't find anything. The bomb goes down. And right now, as I'm saying, everything that's happening on the screen, Noxy spam in the smoke, one repositioning to Banana, and there's Remix to open up, looking for a little bit more. We needed a big play, and Remix, this guy topping the charts right now, and with another, one wins out his fight down towards Banana, and this here is the script getting flipped. Remix in with 3, and look at her take it home for Havan Liberty. He pops on off at the back of the site to put 16 on the board.
3 on 5, man. That was a full B execute. Isurus, they played it right from the start, right? They gave it up. They were smoked off out of their positions. They had no more util to combat, to flash through, and they didn't want to lose the AWP there as well. They go in for the retake, and the AWP just lights them up, doesn't it? Remix picks his fights perfectly, not over-facing. And then even chases down the last man alive in the 3-on-1. That's got to feel good. And you can see them getting hyped up as well. Good reason to be. Havan Liberty looking to knock out Isurus. And 3 rounds away from that very factor as well. Is it going to be that easy?
Yes, indeed. Well, at 16-5, it is first to 19. We start to think about some of the people we used to see back in the arena days. I think of one man in particular, a stage manager by the name of Ollie Oxenfree.
I miss that guy, man.
Here he is. Well, would be if we were in an event.
I wonder if Ollie could say one thing right now, what he'd say. Great to hear from the man. Havan, Havan, Havan. Do it. That's Ollie, biggest Havan Liberty supporter over in Germany right now.
Oh, but it's not a good start for him, man. Right away, Havan, they've lost him, man. He's cursed them.
Oh. That would be the last time anyone ever heard from Ollie. Big
but maybe not.
Another Ollie in the server.
Yeah.
Has emerged.
Oh dear, not another disadvantage that Isurus might lose. That one would be the kicker. Setting up for an A play now. Havan walking into the stack. There's 3 CTs here. I doubt Reversive is going to want to rotate. And Johnny Boy will make it so it's not needed. Quick shot on short side. W1 in the smoke. He hears the drop into the pit, but his teammates flash, or his opponent rather, blinding him out. Waiting for that long play as the smoke fades. They're going to try and fight. Deco gets one, but the trade is in from the AWP. And now 50 seconds on the clock. Reversive is even going to move over. They've seen the bomb. They know where this is going.
Yeah, but Johnny Boy here holding down the short side, not missing anything. And looking for this final blow as well. There's the peak. See the shadow?
Oh.
It's damage for 1. Does get the bomb, but Reversive has moved into this empty site while all this chaos has been happening. And it might be the end of the road for Havan Liberty in that round there. Tying us up right away. That's 16-16. Isurus in with a round. Johnny Boy starting to come alive. He's had a very, very quiet game, and so suddenly delivering a plethora of kills in that round there. An opportune time. If there ever was a time for all mate Johnny Boy to come alive.
Probably right about at the beginning of the next round, when everyone starts to come back to life. No. That's what happens when you leave something at the supermarket. You gotta go back sometimes. 9-volt batteries, such a pain.
Especially when you lick them. Don't recommend it.
Yeah, I prefer the 12 volts.
That used to be the old method for testing if they had any charge left. But speaking of charges, down through Banana, Isurus, they embark on one of their own. They rush through that smoke. And now, Havan Liberty looking to pressure the A site, but timing is everything here, right? If they go now, oh, that was a kill, that was free. There we go, Remix gets it the second time around. Keiki's gone as well, and we're into a fort. Oh, Remix in with another, helping out, second kill. And suddenly, Deco and Reversive, they're left in a retake, a 2-on-3 at the end of the first half of play in this overtime.
Yeah, Johnny Boy, if he didn't jump, he might have actually survived after the missed shot comes from Remix, who's going to go back for more on this AWP. Molly on the short side. Through the smoke goes Deco, now trying to wait, buy time for Reversive, who's burning to a crisp. He jumps up, Remix is ready, and now the 2-on-1 back through the smoke and into the AWP. It's a Remix with 4. He has been one hell of a player in this series. Havan Liberty win out the half by 1. Number 19 is what we're looking for.
Yeah, so I'm just thinking, you know, you get Deco, you get both Nikos, you get Steeko.
And Hiko.
And Hiko. And then, like...
Hiko, Deco, Steeko, Nico.
Yeah.
That is a good team,
that's the
right?
lineup, man. And honestly, I don't see why that should be any problems, like an international contender.
Yeah.
I can think of a few maybe, but nothing that really sticks out at the top of my mind. Of course, the Battle of Banana ensues.
Oh, that flash is good. But DRG trades right away onto Noxy.
Yeah.
It's traded into this 4-on-4. The B play denied right away from the side of Havan Liberty. It's very, very important that they traded that kill back out. And now it gives them this freedom to re-aggress back into the top of Banana. But is this a decision that they're going to come to regret? Doc, bested by Keiki, giving over that fight. And at that exact moment, they started to rotate players out of B. Now that smoke is abysmal, but DRG, yeah, tries to stay alive on the other side of it. That's going to leave a bad taste in your mouth after that one. Remix on the rotation. One all the way over in this A site still. And Remix, they know he's here. He just runs and... yeah, that's it. Just runs. End the sentence there.
It feels like in this round, Havan were like so ready to get it done, so ready to close it, right? Like from the early flashback Banana to the rotate off the back of it.
Hang on a minute.
One's getting two. Surely not, Harry. Surely this is where we say no.
When one becomes two, you've doubled up, and that's what he's done here. Deco back here in this Coffin's area. He's sticking it. He's sticking it, but Johnny Boy with the check.
No.
17 on the board for Isurus.
Yeah, that would have been great if that flash came in over the roof a little bit later, right? Or if they hadn't like hard rotated off the back of clearing top B, right? No information down Banana, no knowledge of those T's being on A either. Isurus was silent, and so Havan just gamble and they try and make that AAA call in a 4-on-4, and it catches them out of the sight. DRG, bad smoke, tries to play behind it, gets spammed. Everything unravels in that round.
And I mean, if you're Isurus, you think you're lucky stars, you check the bomb after it got tapped in the middle of a Molotov. You don't just rely on fire. Even though it has kept man alive for several years now.
Oh, okay.
So has the AWP in the trial by it.
Yeah, fire giveth and it taketh away. The age-old proverb.
I wonder when they first figured out fire, how many people died, you know, burning things and like, oh, what will happen here? How's this? Does this work?
Well, that should be a trial and error situation for sure.
Yeah.
Then again,
I don't like this call in overtime. I think this is too big of a risk, right? Like 4 over on A right now. You know, it's not like the money's even a problem. They do get the mid kill, but it's still a 4-on-4 and they've lost the B bomb site. They now know they check mid, it's completely empty. And Isurus just get a free bomb site. That's again like a big gamble that you don't really need to make. It's not like the money's on the line. That's why we often see those quad A setups when you just straight up save if you make the wrong call. But yeah, Isurus are just going to get a free round here, and there's almost nothing Havan can do about it.
And that would put Isurus on map point, still looking to take us the distance here. Molly burns out Johnny Boy, but there's no peek yet. 3 in from the Coffins. They run them down. Johnny Boy with a quick flick, but the trades back and forth, and DRG and Doc, the double Ds of Havan Liberty, save the day. 18 on the board, map and series point now in their back pockets. So this is where you get poised the big question. Do we run this back? Do we make it a double overtime affair? Or do Havan Liberty close it out in 2 right here, right now? For Isurus supporters all around the world, such as Ollie. Actually, no, he's a Havan Liberty supporter, what I'm on about. Such as Hugo, Isurus supporters, they're hoping that this next round can be found here for the Isurus squad on their map pick to continue this affair into a double overtime.
Sick round for Havan though, right? Like the fact that Isurus have all that utility to cycle out Havan, and they all just come through the coffin Molotovs and overwhelm Isurus. That's a great retake. It didn't look doable, but now it might be on the tip of their tongue. A B play again for Isurus. 5 up Banana. It's all they've done on this T-side OT. And this time there's 3 here. Havan obviously not going to stay forever. Oh, God, DRG burning out as he climbs above. Trying to get that re-smoke Molly combo in. Trying to take back top of B, but already Isurus are committed.
Yeah, they're moving in, and these smokes not coming through in time. There is an early rotate, though, here from Doc, and Ali doubling down. Trying to keep this one in favor of Havan Liberty. It's a 3-on-4, and this B site still not taken by Isurus yet. This is buying more time for the rotates, more utility to come in. One actually has a Molotov as well that he can throw into the site. And now they just rush the smoke. Havan Liberty, they get it done in overtime. They take this series 2-0. They make it happen. Havan Liberty, they send Isurus home, and they will continue here at the Pro